Are you ready?
I've been ready.
Don't give me any of your crap.
Come on, we're wasting people's time.
Hi there. Thanks for diving into Two Peas, Same Pod, the humorous podcast of family unity that proves we're all in this comedic roller coaster of life together. Here are your hosts, the father and daughter duo, Eric and Tovah Weinstein.
Hello and welcome to Two Peas.
Same pod. This is a very special episode. Woo-woo! Woohoo!
Welcome, friends and longtime listeners. Today is our 50th episode.
The big 50. Woohoo!
50 episodes of stuff that somebody has called thrillingly close to actual entertainment.
I think we have a couple reviews on Spotify. 5 stars, all of them.
And well, they should be.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, America. And the other countries, actually.
Oh, yeah. We are people. We are very big in Denmark.
Okay.
We are huge in Indonesia.
Indonesia. That's new.
We've got at least 2 listeners in both places.
Okay. Very good.
And for our friends in Australia, good day, mate.
Oh.
And for our Israeli listeners, shalom.
We have Israeli listeners?
I think we had one download in Israel last week.
Probably not, Jan.
It could be. We have relatives who were there visiting for a month. So, yes, it could be.
Okay, well, happy 50th, and say thank you to your editor, Eric Weinstein, for taking the time to sit down after a hard, long day of work.
You must want something.
Sit down and edit, take his time.
Are you going to ask me to pay for lunch? Is that why you're kissing my ass like this?
Yeah, his time to edit, go back and forth, notes and notes. Our editor, Eric Weinstein, and co-host, Eric Weinstein.
Okay, so now that Tovah's done celebrating me, this is like my own eulogy she's doing for me live.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
So why don't we move into our episode this week?
Okay. Happy 50.
We're father-daughter podcast, as Tovah said. We break our podcast into 3 segments. First is World Peas, where we talk about the goings-on in pop culture to the best of our knowledge. 2 is Peas Our Family.
Peas Our Family.
Where Tovah gives a little shout-out to Sister Sledge each week. And there you have it, where we talk about things that going on in our family, humorous stories or other anecdotes and complaints that Tovah has. And then
have them all.
And then there's Piece of Information. Piece of information. Still have no idea why we do that. Yeah. Don't ask. But that's where I throw Tovah some hot questions.
Okay, even how they answers.
So why don't we just...
Okay, Sean Evans, you guys have something in common.
Your hairline. Yes.
How'd you know where I was going with that?
Okay, if I look at Sean Evans, he is a slight, he's much lighter than I am, but he's a slight gentleman in his late 30s, like myself, with I'm not in my late 30s, people, it's a joke.
You didn't date a porn star like him.
He's dating a porn star?
I don't know if they're still dating. You don't know. I know. That's why you guys refuse to play the marriage game on the cruises.
You know, I love that game.
Yeah, you guys should jump up there.
That is always the best game show that they have on a cruise ship. And if people don't know what Tovah's talking about, it's like a cruise ship version of the Newlywed Game. They pick somebody who's a newlywed, somebody who's been married 20, 30 years, and then somebody who's been married like 50 years plus. And they usually ask questions that they start off sort of mild, but they usually end up with something that's a little risque. Hey, wow, you're on fire today.
Why are you saying what I'm saying at the same time?
Why are you saying what I'm saying at the same time?
I don't think it's that.
Anyway, and they're usually a little risque, the last question, and there've been some hysterical times where we've gone on.
Who was that woman?
Oh,
there was this classic woman that just sat next to us. So basically the newlywed, my dad's talking about on the cruise ship at night, they have like programs that go on. So that's one of the programs that happen. And one time we were sitting there just in the audience, like we would go to all the programs and this woman was always there, I think.
Always sitting next to you.
Yeah, always sitting next to me. And then this newlywed show, we went, and she was sitting next to me, and she got up and walked up to the stage and dragged her husband right up there, and she was hysterical. You would never expect it. She was a cruise regular. All the staff knew her. Everyone knew her, so she was classic.
What's funny, though, is that we would see her during the week at the other shows, and she was just filthy. She was always making filthy comments.
Yeah, she was classic.
A lot of game shows that they play on cruise ships tend to lean towards the adult end of the spectrum.
Yes.
And let's just say, as a senior citizen, somebody in her 70s, I'm going to guess, she was a little bit of a filthmonger. And kind of reminded me of your late grandmother, Bobby, but... not so much that she was filthy. She just had,
A twang to her.
she just had similar sensibilities to me. It's time for World Peas. Here we are with our World Peas segment. Tovah, what do you got?
Freakier Friday.
Is it a Freakier Friday?
No, today's Monday when we're recording this.
Okay. So, did you see Freakier Friday?
I did.
And verdict?
6 out of 10.
Really?
Maybe 5.
Really? Is that your ruling on just the quality of the movie?
That's just the quality of the movie. I love the first movie, but I don't know. She's a single mom in the movie, and spoiler alert, spoilers are coming.
Okay.
She is a single mom in the movie, and Jamie Lee Curtis is like in her life.
Isn't
Like,
that her mother?
Yeah, but it's like too much. It's too much. Jamie Lynn Spears and her relationship.
You mean Jamie Lee Curtis?
Whatever. I can't.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
I can't keep them straight. I can't with Jamie Lee Curtis either.
Wait a second. You can't keep Jamie Lynn Spears and Jamie Lee Curtis
All the
straight.
3 named Jamies. I can't. I can't with them. Jamie Lee Dreyfus.
No, that's Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Whatever.
Okay. So
They played the classic song at the end, though. Yeah.
I have no idea what that is. I did not see either of the Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis
You haven't
Freaky
seen
Fridays.
Freaky Friday?
I saw the original Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster and Hope Lang.
Oh, I can't with Jodie Foster. I don't have anything against her.
Yeah, I don't even know why you said that.
Rest in peace?
No.
Oh.
She's one of the greatest actresses of this generation.
How old is she?
Early 60s.
Oh.
But she won in the late 80s, early 90s. She won multiple Academy Awards for Best Actress.
Show me a picture. I'm a more face to name person.
All right. So you got to vamp a little bit while I'm looking for a picture.
I got the vamp. So yeah, the movie was okay. It had some of the OG characters, which were nice. Basically, I don't even know what to say about it, but like without trying to spoil it. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen her before in my life.
Okay. Great actress.
Would
Great
she be in
actress.
anything I know?
No.
Okay.
She won the Academy Award for Silence of the Lambs.
Never seen that.
No, you would not enjoy that.
Horror movie?
Oh, yes, but in a crime type of horror, not monster horror. And she was also in The Accused, where she won another Academy Award, where she played a rape victim. She's a fabulous actress and a director.
You know who was in Freakier Friday? Who was in Freaky Friday? I don't know his name, but the guy.
What? The guy what?
Guy from Country Bears who's like bald. I think the dad.
Stephen Tobolowsky?
Yeah, him.
Oh, Torg
He was
from
in it
Seinfeld.
again, and he was the same like detention character, and like they switched Lindsay Lohan and Curtis
Jamie Lee Curtis.
switch bodies with her daughter and like the soon-to-be daughter of who Lindsay Lohan's marrying. It's such a stupid concept. But so the kids who are really Lindsay Lohan and Curtis end up in detention, and then he walks in and they're like, "Oh, you're still here?" Like
Okay.
because like when they were back in the first movie when Lindsay, and they switched and the OG switcheroo.
You can tell that Tovah is very energized today to talk about all this stuff.
Is that sarcasm?
Yes. I think that it's a big comeback vehicle for Lindsay Lohan. You know, she had a very rapid rise when she was younger, then a precipitous fall when she started, you know, maybe in her late teen years, becoming like into the party scene.
I
and all
prefer
that.
Parent Trap.
What?
Parent Trap.
Love Parent Trap.
That's what I prefer.
I love the original with Haley Mills back in the 60s. And I love the remake with Chessie.
Yes, classic Chessie.
Who is played by Lisa Ann Walter. And she is
What is she
on
in now?
Abbott Elementary.
Yes, that's what it is. Chessie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
a cute movie.
That wasn't one of my movies, though, that I had on repeat.
No, but we watched it a million times.
Have we talked about the movies I had on repeat?
Well, we talked about Little Mermaid 2.
Little Mermaid 2. When I was younger, I think it's part of my OCD. I'm diagnosed with OCD, and I think watching the same movie over and over again, just a comfort movie, I think that might be part of it.
I'm sure it is. That and Aquamarine.
Was that one of them?
Yeah,
No,
for a
Cheaper
while.
by the Dozen.
Oh,
Yours,
yes.
Mine, and Ours.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo 2, Spooky Island.
Not Spooky Island.
Fat Albert.
I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, or Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo. And Fat Albert. Hey.
Get
Out of my way. With Bill
Cosby.
Bill
Well,
Cosby.
he developed the Fat Albert character as his PhD project and dissertation.
at UMass Amherst?
Yes. So he produced that television show as a means to educate, and he used the lessons learned and taught within Fat Albert as part of his dissertation work. So I guess you're saying Freakier Friday is better off avoided, or
People, save your popcorn, save your movie snacks, save your sodas, save it for your streaming platforms at home and the comfort of your own home.
It'll be on
And
Disney
wait,
Plus soon
yeah,
enough.
wait till it comes out in maybe a week or two.
But coming out in the theaters, you mentioned to me.
Alexander Hamilton.
Yes, you mentioned to me that they're going to be playing Hamilton.
Waiting in the wings for you.
Waiting in the wings. Okay.
Never back down. Never learn to take your time.
Okay. So you told me it's actually coming out to the theaters?
Yeah, it's coming back for the 10 year.
It never was in the theater. It showed up on Disney Plus during the pandemic.
Yeah, it just popped up there for people who were probably losing their minds. Did they perform that in front of a real audience or during COVID?
That's filmed over 2 or 3 different shows back when the original cast was doing it, back in like 2016, 2017, and then they edited together one production from it so they could make it into that movie.
Interesting.
And now you want to go see Hamilton in the theater.
Now I want to see it in the actual theater.
So just so everybody is aware, I think it was November of 18. It was before you graduated high school. I think November of 18 or October of 18, we had tickets at the Opera House in Boston, 4 tickets. And we went and we saw Hamilton. And we brought you and your friend.
Tallulah. Shout out. Tallulah.
And let's just say, of the 2 of you, only one of you enjoyed it.
And the one of us was not me.
That is
Spoiler
correct.
alert.
Spoiler alert for sure. Let's just say Tovah doesn't particularly care for musical theater. Not a big fan. But now, all of a sudden, she walks around the house or sits in the car singing the soundtrack to Hamilton all the time, and she wants to go see it.
Yeah. And anything wrong with that?
No,
I've come around. I've gotten cultured, baby. I'm like yogurt.
You are like yogurt.
Sour.
Yeah.
I'm non-fat Greek yogurt. Vanilla.
No, you are far from vanilla. That's
Vanilla.
For sure. You're like birthday cake rainbow flavors.
What does that mean?
Because you got a little bit of everything in you. You're
Funfetti.
You are. If I had to pick a flavor, that would have been a good question for you in piece of information. If you had to pick any flavor of cake to describe yourself, what would it be? And you would be funfetti. Yeah.
Yeah, you would be like
Bitter chocolate.
Yeah, you would be like the fruity chocolate, the cherry chocolatey flavor.
I don't like fruit and chocolate mixed together at all.
I know,
hate
but it's
that.
not your favorite. It's what you embody.
I do not embody fruit in any way.
Fruity chocolate.
We didn't talk about the upcoming season premiere on September 16th.
Oh my God. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun.
Oh my God. It's already been a whole year since we discussed the last season.
Well, I think it ended in
Almost.
November last year. So, yeah, it's been a
Jeez
while.
Louise.
I am very excited for this year's Dancing with the Stars.
You're excited yet? We don't know the cast.
I'm not
we
excited.
know like
That's
3
sarcasm.
of them.
Do we even know 3?
Robert Irwin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we announced it on the podcast.
Oh, maybe I did know that.
Irwin, Alex
That's Bindi-
Earl, who's an
Bindi's
influencer.
brother, right?
Yeah.
Who's this other guy?
Alex Earl, who's an influencer, a girl.
Influencers, my ass. Okay.
And our audience doesn't care.
no, they don't
It's just us.
I think we're the ones that care about Dancing with the Stars. I know there are some people out there who care much more about The Bachelorette or The Bachelor or Love Island.
Yes.
But you and me, we're big into the Dancing with the Stars.
You and me, speak for yourself. If I had to pick Love Island or Dancing with the Stars, I don't know what I would pick.
I think I know what you would pick, and it would not be Dancing with the Stars.
I would never download a VPN in a foreign country for Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, in Greece, Tovah. Why don't you explain?
No, just, while we were on the cruise ship and there was some nap downtime, after the pool, after sunbathing, and, downtime before dinner, go back to the room, download VPN, and you can watch Love Island through Peacock.
Oh, okay. So that worked out
Nah,
legitimately.
but it was like fuzzy, so.
Okay. So why don't we move into our Peas Our Family segment? It's time for Peas Our Family.
We are family. He's our family. And as you say, my shout out to Sister Sledge. This is when we should do the shout outs in general.
We should. So yeah, we have some people who are complaining on the sidelines, a little chatter that they're not getting the proper level of recognition as being an original charter subscriber and listener to our podcast. So
does this shout out even count?
it doesn't really, but listen, people, I can be bought. With what? I don't know, but I can be bought. So shout out to Aunt Michelle, my sister Michelle, who's out there in the ether listening. And she's
Animal lover.
Animal lover, loves her dogs, her guinea pigs. God
Loves
knows what else.
tofu.
We talked about pocketbook tofu way back last November when she snuck some tofu in her pocketbook
she
into a
loves
Thanksgiving meal.
Decorating for holidays.
Big decorator, giant decorator.
Remember the video that she sent of her decorations
The Halloween.
Yeah, I think we talked about that as well. Oh yes, her pocketbook tofu.
Yes. So shout out
Thanksgiving.
Shout out Michelle. Thanks for listening.
And shout out her 2 little puppies, Oscar and Felix. They're not puppies. They're probably
They're a couple of years old now. But yes, for those of you who are wondering, yes, my sister has 2 dogs. One is named Oscar. The other is Felix. Generationally, you have to be a certain age to understand the reference. But Felix is a Boston Terrier and Oscar is a pug. And as you can imagine, they certainly resemble the Tony Randall, Jack Klugman pair or the Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau pair, depending on which generation you may have been following with The Odd Couple. I'd like to thank Tovah. She did me a tremendous favor last week.
What?
Threw me under the bus. She pushed me under the bus, people. Then she got in the driver's seat and drove over me. And then she put it in reverse
And left.
and she backed up over me
And
again.
I left some tire marks.
Oh, did she ever? What are we talking about, people? Well, last June when we went away to Greece for our cruise, which had been in planning for a long time. We had planned it during the pandemic. It got canceled because of the pandemic. And then we just didn't do it for several years. And then we finally decided to reboot and do it. But it just so happens that our flight was the day before Tovah's grandmother's birthday.
And the date never changes, does it?
The date of the flight or
Of Grammy's birthday.
No, it does stay the same every year. And
For how many years now? Or no?
Several. So let's just say that there was a little bit of family disappointment by somebody, meaning my mother, that we were not going to be around for her birthday. We book it, we plan the trip, pay for the trip, and then we realize that our flight is actually going to be the day before and the day of grandmother's birthday, and we did feel badly about that. We sent flowers and we sent a card. I mean, we tried to make up for it, but Tovah just can't let things go. Therefore, Tovah, pick up with that.
We were talking about in the podcast just about how we booked it on her birthday when we'd be away during her birthday. And she sent a text message while I was at work, as Grammy does, just wishing me a good day at work and saying thank you for not booking a vacation on my birthday.
Her upcoming birthday, meaning because we talked about how Mom and I are planning a trip for next year, just the two of us.
Do you know the dates of that?
We're not going to be away during grandmother's birthday.
Okay.
Okay, we're avoiding that. But we mentioned that we were looking into planning, and you said last week on the prior episode that you would never.
I would never. I would turn the other way if I saw those dates overlapped. No way.
And so,
no way.
And so she said that on the podcast of last time. And so my mother texted us saying that she appreciated that Tovah wouldn't be traveling
of course,
on
Grammy.
her birthday. And next year's birthday is a milestone birthday. So Tovah decides to respond again in kind to grandmother.
Of course. Let me get the exact words.
And she says,
of course, Grammy. I can't believe them. That's all I said.
And then you said something else. I would never do that to you, Grammy, or something like that.
No, you're on the text trail.
I know, but all I saw was that you threw me under the bus.
Yeah.
You rolled over me again.
Yeah.
And yes, our next trip, I think we're looking in May. We're looking at May dates.
Do you know where?
I'd like to go north. We've already done Alaska, either the northern Baltics or maybe Scandinavia. Maybe a little bit of both.
I have no interest in that.
Well, I mean, Mom and I were going to go to Portugal, but we figured that would offend you people. We're going to go to Croatia. I know yes, and Split. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
We already talked about this on the podcast in a prior episode, and I got the exact same reaction. So people, you obviously know where Tovah wants to go next. Well, you and Nick are welcome to go anytime you want.
We are. We're going to Portugal next.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, no plans yet, but we're going to Portugal next.
Okay.
Says
good.
me.
Okay, that's good. I mean, people love Portugal.
I know.
People love it. And this week, Franklin's breath is being affected. He's getting his teeth cleaned.
It's like that episode of Ted Lasso where Phoebe, Roy Kent's niece, her breath is so bad, and on Christmas they have to go knocking door to door to find a dentist.
Yes.
That's like Franklin's breath. It's medically bad.
Franklin's breath could stop time.
It is bad. It's worse than just any normal dog ball breath.
It is not worse than most other dogs.
Yes, it is. Most other dogs, the vet said either dogs have like really, really bad bad breath, or most dogs are fine. And Franklin is one of those that is not fine.
Well, the problem is that he doesn't like most doodles, because he's a Labradoodle. He's a little prissy. He doesn't like his paws being touched. He doesn't like you getting into his mouth at all. He's not into that. But when we used to, his ears. But when we used to take him to his prior groomer, they would try to kind of do his teeth a little bit. So it wasn't as terrible as it is now. But the people we take him to now, they don't do teeth.
They don't even touch him.
They don't even want to put their hands near his mouth. He's not going to do anything. That's not really the problem. He just doesn't like it. And so they don't do his teeth, and Mom's tried to do his teeth, but it doesn't work.
And the dental sticks, he won't take those.
Nah, he's too good for that.
Yeah, he won't.
He's not slumming. He watches those commercials on TV. He knows that just the average Joe dog is using those things.
Yeah.
That's not Labradoodle stuff.
Yeah, no, not Frank.
Franklin is a typical Labradoodle. He's got a much higher opinion of himself than most dogs would have.
OG Frank.
He is the OG. Anyway, so...
But he's still baby Franklin. Mom, please skip the following.
This Friday, he's going to the vet.
Oh.
And unfortunately, they have to...
intubate.
Knock them out a little bit to clean their teeth. And
how do they knock out the dog? Is it the same like IV situation? And then is it the doctor?
Yes.
A vet?
Yeah, veterinarian.
I don't know if I trust them.
I'm sure he'll be fine. So
I know we're not really worried about the intubating. More of him waking up in that poor little cage afterwards.
Tovah, really? Why, Tovah? Why? Because one of our listeners is going to be upset to hear that.
Okay, Mom, please skip that part.
All right, and we're back. Elaine, you can rejoin us. Now we're going to move into our Piece of Information segment. Let's learn more. Piece of information. Piece of information. Okay, it is stupid. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Have you ever eaten something and said, oh my God, I'm never going to eat that again? It's the worst thing you've ever eaten. Okay, this isn't really working out, Tovah. If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be? It's something you can't do now. All of a sudden, poof, tomorrow you could do it. What would you want that skill to be? What skill?
Running.
You can't run?
No, I can't run.
You can't run?
No, I can't run. Can you run?
If my life depended on it, I guess. Running.
You can't run.
You would want to, that would be your skill. You would master what, marathoning?
What other skill would be useful?
Riding a bike?
Knowing how to get from point A to point B without any direction. So that would be my skill. Knowing every single route in the world.
Would you rather have unlimited free travel or unlimited free food?
Ooh, travel, because it's more expensive probably in the long run.
Your whole life, you'd be able to eat for free, never pay for groceries, never pay in a restaurant.
Oh, groceries included? You just said food. Like, I thought you meant like eating out.
I just mean in general, free food.
Yeah, you don't have to travel, actually. Food's a necessity.
I think food is a necessity. I think the money you would save by not paying for food, you could pay for travel.
Okay. Ask me at my new job, what am I most excited for to open up in Chestnut Hill?
Oh, yes. You are working in Chestnut Hill these days.
Mm-hmm. Don't dox me.
Is there something that you're looking forward to in your new employment situation?
Yeah, honestly. And we had no idea the two were connected, right? But your buddy, whose last name's rhyme with Plum.
And first name rhymes with leave. Leave Plum. That's like Eve Plum. Eve Plum from the Brady Bunch. She played Jan, the middle daughter.
I don't know if you're listening, but shout out to Steve.
Shout out to Steve and his company, Just Salads.
Yes, they're coming to the street in Chestnut Hill. They actually closed down the juice press. One day when I was working at my old job, which is right next to it, I'm walking to work and there's just a Just Salad sign on the window. And I was like, it was just juice press.
So now it's not just juice, it's Just Salad.
Yeah.
A national chain, but we're very excited because I think that
there's only a few in Massachusetts.
There's only a few, and this one's coming right next door to where you're working now.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't think that sweet greens or sour leaves is all that great. I don't think it's all
You
that
don't think
great.
so? I still go like 3 times a week.
I was a big fan of Chopped, which I think is CHOP''T. Chain based in the Mid-Atlantic. They were very popular in North Carolina. We used to go eat there when we were visiting Josh. But Just Salads looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And
I might go right now.
You might go to one that's open already. So we're looking forward to trying that out. So shout out to Steve and Just Salads. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Chestnut Hill. And in an ironic twist of fate, Tovah works at a store that's in the building of my grandmother's old office. My grandmother worked for the corporate office of General Cinema. She worked there for many, many years. She retired from there after 20 plus years of working there. And Tovah now works in the same building, which is kind of a full circle type of thing.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy.
That is weird.
It's a wacky, weird, wild stuff, folks. Wild. That's my very bad Johnny Carson impression.
Yeah, it was.
You don't even know who Johnny Carson is, but you know it's just
bad, all right.
It's just bad. All right, and on that bad note, this has been Two Peas.
Same podcast. Get it?
Oh, cast, yes. Until next time, America. Peace out.
And peace out. See you next Tuesday. Bum ba dum bum bum ba ba bum ba dum bum ba.
Thanks for listening to Two Peas, Same Pod, hosted by Eric and Tovah Weinstein. Please subscribe and join us next time as we continue to share humorous anecdotes, funny mishaps, and comical observations from our own lives.
Two Peas, Same Pod is produced by 1253 Studios, bringing always humorous and sometimes thought-provoking conversations to you through your favorite podcasting sites. Creative content and marketing director Tovah Weinstein. Executive producer and chief editor Eric Weinstein. Music by MBB. Find his work on YouTube by searching for MBB Music or at mbbmusic.com. Special thanks for the intro, outro, and trailer voiceover to Jordan Rich of CBS Boston Radio and Chart Productions, providing audio and voiceover recording and production, as well as podcast production and support. Visit Jordan at chartproductions.com. Funding for Two Peas Same Pod is provided by the Law Office of Eric Weinstein and listeners like you. Please consider subscribing and supporting this podcast. Until we meet again, this was Two Peas Same Pod, a 1253 Studios production.